I'm gonna put on my recorder.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
Look, we opened up the first community shop in Dallas.
I think that's the thing. That's the angle, the first.
Yeah.
Like, how is it that, you know, it's like, I remember they did a write-up on the restaurant that I helped start out in Denton.
Okay.
As being the first pay what you can restaurant in DFW.
Yeah.
It's like, how is it that such a big sort of, Dallas is the 9th biggest city in the country, and they didn't have a pay what you can restaurant. It was huge, you know. Same thing, this is the 9th biggest city in the country.
Yeah.
And we don't have a community print shop.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna try to push it as hard as we can, especially to like Brookhaven people and like people that are, you know, continuing it over and over and over. Maybe just this is much less than taking a class, and I mean,
another thing to consider how big of a deal opening up a community print shop is. I remember Laurie at UNT, she was pushing people to do that. She was pushing graduates to do that because all these graduates every year, 5 universities in the region had nowhere to go afterwards, other than grad school. And so, I mean, whether it's going to be a success, that's most likely yes. So we just have to be prepared for that. Yeah. Outside of the Gold Mark community, our target is people who have experience in printmaking. And I can, off the top of my head, I can name a dozen printmakers in the city of Dallas and surrounding areas who are just stashing their equipment at their homes, right? So they'll be prepared to come in. We would just need to provide the bulk. The good thing about this partnership is that Ben has all this experience, and we have these like 2 different avenues of experience, where mine's academic and yours is just very professional and already in it, right? And so we're getting like 2 sides of printmaking essentially.
yeah, I think ideally it would be cool to just like pass it off to somebody else, and that's as simple as just paperwork. Of being like, hey, here.
I thought about that too.
That way it just keeps going, and it's like, all right, here, well, you're like responsible for this now, and then we just pass it over to them.
Yeah. Because like I said, I know you're not trying. You're not trying to make a job out of this.
No.
Exactly. This could easily be a job for you.
Oh, for sure.
You know.
I hope that we meet a bunch of printmakers that we didn't know existed. I said, I hope that we meet a bunch of printmakers in Dallas that we didn't know existed. Like, I hope they just come out of nowhere. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is that like maybe people will pop out and they'll be like, oh, I did printmaking with Jorgen in the 90s. You know, and they're like, oh, and I just haven't had anywhere to work.
So it's like, maybe I'll just come back to Dallas for next time.
In March?
Yeah, in March. Check in on things or something.
Yeah. March.
Mid-March.
Is that a week?
17, 18, 19, 20. Something like that. You think we would even need something around that?
It's always good to have you here.
Okay.
For sure. Especially just because, like, I don't think this is going to happen to us, but, like, historically, when 2 people are, like, running something and then somebody's not there physically, things tend to move on without them being there.
Yeah.
And I don't want that to happen.
That is what I'm worried about.
Yeah. So if as much as you could be here, that's always helpful. Because I'd hate for it to, like, even, like, unconsciously just be moving faster than we can email. You know?
Yeah.
It's a different age now that we have Zoom and stuff like that, but still, like, things happen very quickly.
Yeah.
Conflicts arise, then get resolved, and then you hear about them after you had no input on how things got solved, changed, anything, just because it might have been quick and we put the fire out immediately. And then things like that, like, kind of begin to form the framework of things and stuff.
Yeah.
So as much as you could be here is good, but also only as much as is realistic.
Yeah.
I mean,
especially right now, but I think it'd be easier afterwards. It'd be way easier.
Yeah.
But all right, man. Even just to give you a break, maybe during that time, just have a week off or something.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this fire out.
All right.
We gotta put it down.